Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay pues emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. This is DJ Torch. We think that this party started. You know how we do it. You know how it goes down. It's all about that pot. Call it kettle black.
And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we've both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames. But they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be, says nuck if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes, but don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
Welcome, everyone.
What if I told you a black officer got fired? He had a flat tire. A black officer gets fired after reporting the flat tire because he used profanity. Here it is.
Yes, sir, what you doing? You getting out the vehicle on me? Go on back up there.
I'm a law man.
Go on back up there.
No, you don't talk to me that kind of way. My name
You walking up to me.
my name is Officer Dixon.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
Walk back to your vehicle. Walk back to your vehicle.
My name is Officer Dixon.
That's awesome. You got a flat tire and you're on your phone. I saw it in your hands.
I'm finna call my friend.
I don't care.
Let's get understanding here. Now, I'm going home. You see the tire flat.
And I saw the phone in your hand.
And I'm going home. I will call my friend and
Okay.
tell her, why you being such ugly, man?
Because you're getting out the car on me for
Cause
one.
I'm telling you who I am.
You could tell me that when I get to the window.
You been a butthole, man. I'll talk to court about you.
Okay. Let me see your license.
I don't have this. Yeah, I got it with me. You act like this, man. You really is. I just told you who I am.
Okay, that's awesome.
That don't mean, oh, you said, okay. No, you just been. Is that what you been?
Yep, I got more video. And let me say this. Let's put up the picture full mask. Okay, the officer, the black officer, is trying to have a professional conversation with a white officer. The white officer, he don't give a damn.
Damn, that's a trip, huh? You would think that the manosphere would want to fight for black man's rights, but nope. Nope, they don't. They just wanted to, do abusive stuff. They sure do. They don't want to fight for a black man's rights, but at least I'm trying to help. Trying to help. In the house, Miss RV. In the house, Mr. Snoopy. In the house, VM. Conscious Mind Love. I'm happy to see everybody here. We're going to get this show started real soon.
That this is an officer. I wonder why he doesn't care that this is an officer who has a flat tire. An officer has a flat tire and you're going to still give him a ticket. Per WALB, former Ocilla, Georgia police officer Ronald Dixon, who has been in law enforcement for 35 years of his life. 35-year officer says he was fired and it was not justifiable after reporting the incident that happened while off duty involving a traffic stop with an Irwin County Sheriff's deputy. Okay? Now, here's the continued conversation with the officer.
Can you walk up? Can you go back over there?
I did it because I know what the law is. I'm the law too. I'm telling you who I am.
Yeah, and if you're a lawman, you're not supposed to get out the car on somebody.
We try to have a community in Asheville. Law. You know, hey, I'm named Officer Dixon, and you just want to be. That's all they do.
I'm gonna give you a warning for the phone, okay?
A warning for the phone. The man had a flat tire. He was calling someone to help him. He gets a warning for the phone and then later gets fired for reporting it. All right. Let me give you the zig and zag of the story. January 2024, Officer Dixon says he was stopped by the deputy while trying to call for help because he had a flat tire.
That's weird, isn't it? That is a trip. Hold on one second. I am looking for. Let's see what we have here. I mean, yeah, that's really weird that you know, it's not weird what's going on because you know, we already know how it goes in society. I mean, not all the time, you know, there are positive outcomes between police and black men. What's funny is that as pro-black as the manosphere claims they are, they never go over shit like this, which tells you all they're into is misogyny. That's it. And that is all. Misogyny. Anyway, let me play a little bit more.
It's evident he had a flat tire. Quote, when I saw the blue lights, I thought he was about to give me some assistance because he saw that I had a flat tire, he said to himself. I see you got a flat tire, right? You see I got a flat tire. Therefore, are you going to give me some assistance, question mark? Or ask, do I need any help? None of that came out of his mouth, Officer Dixon said. Put it up, full mass. So he reported the incident as he said he would. He reported the incident to his chief of police, Ashley Jones on the left, as well as the Irwin County Sheriff's Office. WALB spoke with Sheriff Cody Young on the right, and he said he didn't believe his deputy racially profiled Dixon and that the deputy pulled Dixon over because he was on his phone. Keep the picture up. The man had a flat damn tire. Where is he going? All of a sudden, Sheriff, your deputies are by the book now. By the book, 100%. No blue. There is no blue shield here. There is no blue wall. There is no blue lives matter because the color he saw was black.
Yep. Yep. Not one dude in the manosphere wants to, you know, support the brother in the blue. Not one. Not one. Not one. You know, not one at all. So, you know, it's basically funny to me how unproductive the manosphere is. They don't fight for black man's rights. They don't do that. They fight for degeneracy. They do that. Because you would think that, you know, you would think that if you saw such a travesty happen to a brother, you would want to help him out and you would prioritize their time on you know, on this man's plight, somebody who's doing good in the community. You'd think they would want to support him and get behind him. I guarantee you right now, none of those brothers over there have even thought about him. You know? That's the thing. You know, that's the thing. and I'm bashing black men. You know what's worse than bashing black men is when you don't even help about a black man at all. But you want to make money off of saying that you do, but you don't. That's the weird thing. That is the weird thing. You know, and you know, it's kind of shameful. That's worse. At least I'm being, you know, when I talk, at least I'm being honest. Y'all are fake. We gotta support our brothers, not the cop who's actually doing something for us, but you know, not the black officer who's doing stuff for us, but you know, how about everybody? Well, we'll support the men that are misogynists and wanna, you know, control women. So all that uplifting stuff, all that stuff they talk about, uplifting black men and all, that was a scam. That was a scam. That is a scam. That's a scam. Not helping out this brother here.
This deputy had so much power.
You know, not helping out this brother right here. Let me go back to him. Don't want to help him out. Officer of the law for 30 years. Don't want to help him out. But want to spew, you know, misogyny all day, every day. There ain't nothing else to say. Ain't nothing else to say. Man. So I want to, you know something, since we're on that, I want to kind of like warm everybody up. Let's warm everybody up. Check this out right here.
And we begin tonight with a story that you'll only see here on Fox. An employee with Child Protective Services is caught on camera telling a 14-year-old girl in foster care to become a prostitute.
That's right, and this girl is one of hundreds of kids in CPS custody living in hotels all over the state. Fox 26's Randy Wallace live from Southwest Houston here with this story. Randy, the exclusive.
Yeah, Jonathan. Now, earlier this year, a federal judge scorned Child Protective Services for making kids available for prostitution in the CPS system. Now we have a case where an employee with that state agency is actually encouraging prostitution of a 14-year-old child.
Wow.
Don't be a hoe, be a real hoe.
Wouldn't they remove a child from a parent that told their child to be a prostitute?
They should. And they would.
Keisha Basley has 9 kids. She turned to Child Protective Services to help her with her 14-year-old daughter, who she says was running away and causing trouble at school.
My daughter told me that the worker had been telling her that she should do these things. So she said she decided to video her. Please.
CPS is housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of dozens in Harris County. In the video, she tells the CPS employee she wants food. The CPS worker tells her to be a prostitute.
I mean, she was basically encouraging a 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute.
And giving her an incentive to do so, and almost a threat of not having her needs being
Wow,
met.
that's a trip. I'm going to go mute for a second because of this plane, but here we go.
If she didn't do what this woman very explicitly told her to do.
If the parent, was to do something like this to my child, I would be bashed. I would be called a horrible parent. I would lose my kids. Get your tail to that room.
Basley filed a formal complaint with CPS.
This should not happen to girls in their care. This should not happen. This is unacceptable.
Jamie Masters, the commissioner of CPS, came to Houston to personally apologize to Basley and her daughter.
I've never seen that happen before, where a commissioner of CPS comes in from Austin just to apologize about something that's horrible that's been done to a child and a parent involved with CPS.
I do not believe that that was genuine. I really don't.
It's bad enough if it's one rogue caseworker.
Made like $1,500. How much money gave him?
It concerns me that it may be bigger than that. And they need to investigate this and make sure that it's not just one person.
Wow, this is a problem. The CPS is supposed to stop this from happening. They're the ones who, I mean, that's bad. I mean, whoever that woman is, not only does she need to be arrested, but she needs to give up all of the sources or why she even thought this was something she should do. If somebody kind of like gave her the grapevine theory, whatever it is, they need to find out. This is a problem here. This is like, okay, we got to take down the whole department.
And they've got to figure out a way to protect these kids.
CPS sent us the following prepared statement. DFPS is aware of the video and has taken action. The person in the video, who was employed as CPS support staff, was dismissed from her position August 10th. The safety and appropriateness with which children in care must be treated is our paramount concern. Nothing less will be tolerated. Reporting live from the Southwest side.
Wow, that's crazy. You know? But the degeneracy just continues. Let's keep it going.
Developing tonight, a 29-year-old behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a local girl. I'm Jessica Shambach.
I'm Evan Onstadt. KOCO's Abigail Ogle in studio with us here tonight. Abby, police say the suspect met up with this victim after a track meet.
Guys, that's right. We know how popular these track meets are. A lot of students attend these. Brandon.
He's taking his coaching. He's taking his red pill coaching, onto the road. You know the coaching of you got to start them. You got to get them young. I remember somebody starts with ring something, who said something like that. Had that he has that late at night show. He says you got to get them young. Even, I think he had a 14-year-old, a set of 14-year-old girls, but he didn't think it. He said, you got to get them young. And this young man is taking that coaching to heart. Mr. Snoopy breaks it down just like this. The way these grown folks moving, you would think they don't need a job with a good pension. Bars.
Presley was just charged with second-degree rape. We have court documents detailing the allegations here. This happened in early February, according to those docs. A few days later,
thank you, Brandon, for helping the image of black men in the United States of America. Way to go. Just because you had that urge.
16-year-old victim told her mom that Presley had sexually assaulted her while they were in Norman at that track meet. Then the two left together when he assaulted her again in his car. Presley was arrested by Norman police on Friday, was just charged. He's being held on a $400,000 bond. And guys, Homeland Security investigators have now opened up a victim's tip line. They say if you or your child have any contact with Presley or you have in the past, they want to hear from you.
Dang, he's trying to catch. He's trying to pull.
Developing tonight, a 29.
He's trying to pull in an Ernesto. Ernesto, using the car, a car as his weapon. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ernesto was in. He's pulling an Ernesto. He's pulling an Ernesto, y'all. But see, they get that all from online. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean here. Let's start with this. We're going to start with this clip right here. Oh, yeah. There he is. St. Samuel's. Or what does that dude say? St. Kevin, whatever. Let's see what St. Kevin has to say about young girls. Let's see what he has to say.
If you're not getting back to the child's father, how do you think you can make your asset how do you think you can make your child an asset to the kind of man you want to marry?
How can I make my child an asset?
To the kind of man you would want to marry?
I would have to.
That sounds like pimping to me, but let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, folks.
I would have to train her to be an asset, as in get her ready for life in general. Put her in classes, make sure she's smart, make sure she's not.
So, young lady, that makes a lot of sense, but that's not what he meant. Keep listening, folks. It gets creepier.
Put in that time to make her a better a better person, correct?
I'm asking,
Am I right?
no, the question is how to make your child an asset to that man. That makes her an okay person. But how
If that doesn't sound creepy to you, I don't know what does.
how can you adopt? And this is a question all women are going to have to answer for themselves. How are my children benefiting you as my husband?
I never thought about that.
Well,
What? I mean, basically, this is really creepy. Act Natural Under Pressure is in the house.
that's the
What
problem.
would you suggest? I'm just wondering because
I would say it's going to be extremely difficult. But what I would suggest is women who actually think about it from the man's side, understanding.
Yeah, see, this is the funny thing is that this is how he's giving himself away. That is not from the man's side. That is from his side. Okay? That is from his side, his creepy mental state. Let's keep it going.
But my child today is a liability because it costs. So number one, is she well-mannered, well-behaved, smart, taken care of? Does she understand? And do I really believe that you're going to come second to my husband? Is my husband going to come first? Or is it we're a package deal? If you're a package deal, that's no deal. I'll be honest, it's a package deal, that's no deal. Because let's say you and I were to get married, you got a daughter, right?
That is funny and strange to me. Coming from a guy, okay, who did not pay child support for 10 years. Very strange. Very strange. Now he's all high and mighty for the men.
Let's say we have 2 kids together. And your child is 5. So 10 years from now, your daughter comes home and said, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower.
Remember, he's the king of the manosphere. He's the king of the manosphere. And listen to his analogy. Once again, I'm going to rewind. Here we go.
Years from now, your daughter comes home and said, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
Huh?
Smart. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. Yes. Here we go.
Something the relationship would end immediately.
Because your daughter said I looked at her getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. So that means I should never listen to it. That means I should avoid women like you because off the rip, your desire to defend your child blew up too.
Did you just hear that? Did you hear that? Do you hear that creepy, one of the most creepiest, cringiest, criminalistic phrases ever said? So basically, because she won't feed her daughter to her creepy husband by Kevin Samuels' analogy, she is at fault for blowing up the family of a creep and 2 kids and 3 kids altogether. You can't make this shit up, people.
Means I should never listen to it. That means I should avoid women like you because off the rip, your desire to defend your child blew up too.
Your desire to defend your child, that doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound right, man.
Your desire to defend your child blew up too. I
would love to have a conversation. You know something? I'm gonna go to either a Median or a Red Pill channel and talk about this clip. I would like to have a debate with them on this clip. This clip alone, that's all I need. That's all I need. This clip alone, I want to watch them squirm and wiggle. I want to watch them squirm and wiggle. This is the problem I have, and it's big. It is big. This is creep culture. This is creep. I mean, man. I mean, Jay Rich just breaks it down like this. Just a friggin' creep. So glad you know that. Oh, yeah. So many of these schemers don't know how creepy Kitten Hills is. I mean, this man was creepy. He always has been. Listen to this.
I should avoid women like you because off the rip, your desire.
Please avoid women like her. She wants to protect her family. She does not need a pedo around, in my opinion. And that's how I feel about it. Listen to him.
Looked at me getting out of the shower. So that means I should never get out of the shower. Kevin touched.
The relationship would end immediately.
Because your daughter said I looked at her getting out of the shower. Kevin touched, looked at me getting out of the shower. Kevin touched, looked at me getting out of the shower. So that means I should never listen to it. That means I should avoid women like you because off the rip, your desire to defend your child blew up. You got two of them.
And y'all wanted to y'all in the chocolate red pill want to defend this dude. You got to be out of your freaking mind.
Kids. And off rip, your protective instinct says everything, including those other two kids.
Understood.
Do you?
No,
you said the relationship would have to end. So what would you tell our two children?
That's a tough situation.
No, you said the relationship would have to end. So
it would have to end because
but what would you tell
any of my kids? If I had 3 kids, 1 by someone else and 2 by my
bars. So he wants a fit, friendly, and feminine woman so he can mess with her children. Exactly.
I'm telling you what I'm saying is what we tell our 2 children.
It comes to a situation and we have to part ways.
You get the fuck out. You can get the fuck out.
Because I'm not the one paying the bills.
No, because you're not taking my kids. See, that's what I mean. Y'all act like y'all got too much power.
It's not power.
It's not power. It's common sense. It's like, no, I don't want you, finagling her kid. That's what she's saying. I mean, it's pretty simple that's what a mother is supposed to do is protect. Obviously, it seems like the men don't want to protect, so the women have to. Man, is that crazy or what? We're going to get to the meat of the matter. Man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Catch a Dusty. Here we go. Let me get some volume on this. Hold on one second. I don't want you to miss one word.
Shows YouTube is on Facebook too? Yep. Oh, that was so weird. Okay.
I think
if the sound is cool in the chat, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat.
I tried and it was just like, there we go. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. Well, what you want to do, just let me know.
So
do it the way.
Okay, I turned up the volume a little bit. They're not saying much right now. It's just, in fact, let me fast forward a little bit. What they're doing is they're meeting somebody.
Need to go. Huh? He's looking at that. Need to go.
to have a conversation. What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
Out here at the Burger King.
Right. So who are you here to meet, man?
Some person that I met.
Some person you met.
Yeah.
And how old was that person?
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. You want to have a conversation?
Please excuse the wind. They're outside. It's not me. It's just the wind outside. Listen close.
I'm not here to fight you or anything weird like that.
I mean, I know what you're probably thinking that it is, but...
Okay, well, listen, do you want to go talk over there? Because if we stand out here, someone will call the cops. I'm sure you don't want the cops to come.
No.
Right, so
I'm not here to do anything that's...
So you don't care if the cops come?
I mean, I do, but...
Okay, well...
I'm cold,
listen,
to be honest.
Listen, you can leave if you want. Like I said, we're not the police, bro. But I would like to have a conversation with you. So let's just...
Can we at least sit inside?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'd be warm. I'd be fine with that.
I didn't come looking for trouble or anything like that.
Well, we're just talking. Okay? Is that cool?
That's cool.
You are free to leave whenever you want. Like I said again, we're not the police.
The surprise will be coming, y'all. Just keep listening.
We don't want trouble either, but we do have to talk, man.
I don't mind talking to you.
We appreciate it.
But, I mean, like I said, I'm just looking to meet a person.
We can talk about it, bro. I'll hear you out, man. Maybe this is...
You guys hear him okay?
And, yeah, we are filming just for our protection. Because we don't know you.
That's cool.
Right. But yeah, so...
Thanks.
Do you mind taking your mask down so I can have an actual conversation with you? I mean, well, Demetrius, we already have your picture, so you know, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, but I prefer you to have a man-to-man conversation.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So, how old are you, bro?
24.
24. And the person that you came here to meet is?
I've had different ages, so...
You've had different... No, how old was the person?
Notice how he didn't say the age of the actual person. That's very interesting. Let's keep it going.
She told me different ages.
What
during the video chat. Everything from 19 to 14. So I was just...
Holy shit.
That's why we're here at the Burger King. Meet in public.
So during the phone chat or video chat, she told you 19?
19, but she's also said 14, 15, 17.
She said all those ages?
So I don't...
She said all those ages?
Yeah.
Well, what if I would tell you that we have the video chat?
Do you?
Maybe.
I could be wrong, but that's how I remember.
I'm going to know when you're lying. So I just want the honest truth, bro. Like,
I honestly think she might have at the beginning said 15, maybe.
15.
Maybe.
I mean, you're getting closer.
14? You're almost there. 13.
You know how old she said, bro, right?
I know. I know
Look,
it looks terrible.
Right. And I'm not, dude, listen, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not.
I mean, this is crazy. He doesn't know yet. Believe it or not, he doesn't know he's been caught red-handed, but he's been caught red-handed, and it always happens. People don't realize when they've been caught red-handed instead of just knowing that they got caught red-handed. Here we go.
I'm here to be like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit, disgusting motherfucker. Like, what we do is we do this. Like, we find guys talking to underage people. So let me explain what had happened.
I just don't want you guys to think that I was actually going to go back to her house with her. We're here at the Burger King for this purpose.
Of course not. Her mom would be there. But we do believe you probably pull a Nesto up in your car.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I wanted to talk to you. So what had happened was this girl was supposed to meet you here.
Mm-hmm.
So she went home. Her mom called her. and she called us.
Okay.
Because we know her and she knows that we do this. So she was like, I got this guy trying to meet my daughter.
Right.
So that's what we're doing. Okay. So I've read through most of the messages. So
he should assume that he knows he knows. Here we go.
So I mean, what are you doing, man? What's going on?
Honestly,
you have a problem?
I can sit here and I can look you right in the eyes and I can tell you this is as far as it was going to go, quite honestly. I know the text messages, they say all that stuff. This is as far as it was going to go.
So you were saying one thing in the text messages, but you're going to do something different.
I want to meet
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
here at the Burger King so that there's no, I guess,
Think it up. Here we go.
be like impropriety, I guess you would call it. So so that the wrong idea doesn't come off.
Oh, we're beyond that.
Right.
We're beyond that.
Yeah, when you look through the messages,
wrong idea has already come out.
Really bad.
Right. Because I mean, did you say anything inappropriate to her?
I honestly did.
Like what?
Honestly did.
Like I said, I read through some of the messages, but if you could just fill me in on everything that you said that was inappropriate, just so I know.
I do remember her asking me what I wanted to do, and I said things like, we'll go to the park, go to the movies. I asked, whatever you want to do.
Right. Well, like anything inappropriate.
Sex. Might
So
talk about that.
You asked her if she wanted to have sex with you.
I don't think I necessarily asked, but we've had conversations about whether I would want to or not. But I decided before coming here, before I made this whole trip and everything, that at least the last few conversations anyway, that's why, I don't know. It's hard.
Well, since you decided, since before you came here, that you weren't going to do anything sexual, obviously. Did you tell her that? Was that in text messages that you changed your mind? Yeah, you can look it up if you want. You're good.
I believe it was, actually.
He's trembling, as he should.
So what are you looking for right now?
Right now, I'm looking for the last few text messages that we had.
He's looking for a way out. You know, DJ Conscious Mind Love says this. DJ Torch, you have to talk about Ray J, that dusty bandit playing victim because his wife is giving him a divorce. Definitely, Conscious Mind Love. I appreciate you keeping me on. Putting me on that. I will definitely find out what's going on with Ray J. Definitely. Uh-oh. He's right now. He's saying, "I wish I need to get out of here."
Conversation about what I would want to do when I got here, and I said, "Go to Burger King and then go to the park."
Okay.
Yeah, but doesn't specifically say you didn't want to do anything that you already said you wanted to do.
And just so you know, I'm not saying that this is what you're doing, but if you're deleting stuff, that wouldn't be a good idea. Just so you know. And it wouldn't matter. Let's just say you're deleting it because you don't want the cops to see it or something.
Yeah.
If I'd called the cops and they took your phone, it wouldn't matter if you deleted it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Right, it's up in the clouds, bro. They'll find it. Phoenix Soul is in the house.
Dump it, and then you could probably get another charge for deleting evidence. I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
Right.
But I'm trying to avoid the cops coming here. So that's why I prefer honesty.
Well, I'm telling you, man to man, I'm looking you right in the eye. This was not going to go any further than then the Burger King. That's it. I was not going to go back to her house.
I mean, what he doesn't realize is he went too far already in the chat, in the conversation on the phone. So he may have not. Let's just keep it going. Here we go.
Eat with her.
Gonna come here, maybe take a walk, whatever.
So it was going to go further. You were
Not
gonna,
further is in
further.
sexual. Just
so why'd you talk about sex? If you're not
Right. If you exactly. I mean, this is the funny part. Is like if it's not going to be sexual, then why did you have a sexual conversation with a kid before you going to meet that kid?
You know, honestly, I couldn't tell you that. I don't.
Oh, he did. He didn't have a lie. He didn't have the right lie lined up.
Yeah, because you came a long ways, just to eat and go for a walk.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Oh, I only came about an hour, so it really wasn't that far.
Oh, that's a long ways.
Like $15.
I mean, it's not as long as some guys getting on a plane and flying abroad. No, it's not that far. It's not that desperate, but it's still far.
$15.
Was it a Greyhound?
Yeah.
A Greyhound?
Was it that cheap?
I didn't know that cheap.
He literally took a Greyhound to meet an underage girl. That's what you call desperation.
That sounds like in the house.
Honestly, I think I don't even remember where I met. Maybe what was it? Facebook?
Some dating app. I don't remember.
But no, I got here last year and we haven't really been able to branch out and meet anybody. So I'm just.
Wow, that's a trip. Jay Richards breaks it down like this. When he's not pedoing, this guy is going for 18-year-olds, probably telling them everything that's wrong with them, make them self-conscious, and then jump through hoops for him. Bars.
Me as in you and your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So your girlfriend, does she know you're here?
Okay, so he throws his girlfriend under the bus. He throws this girl. What a leader! He creeps out and chases after kids, and now on top of this, he's throwing his girlfriend under the bus. He didn't even have to bring her up in this conversation whatsoever. I'm glad he did because if she's involved too, she should have to be accountable as well. But it's just funny to me how cowardly this is.
Further is in sexual.
So why'd you talk about sex if you're not gonna do it?
You know, honestly, I couldn't tell you that. I don't.
Yeah, because you came a long ways, just to eat and go for a walk.
Yeah. Well, I only came about an hour, so it really wasn't that far. It cost me like $15.
Oh, $15.
$15.
Was it a Greyhound?
Yeah.
A Greyhound?
Was it that cheap?
I didn't know they're that cheap either. That sounds like in the house.
Honestly, I think I don't even remember where I met. Maybe what was it? Facebook?
Some dating app. I don't remember.
But no, I got here last year and we haven't really been able to branch out and meet anybody. So I'm just.
Me as in you and your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So your girlfriend, does she know you're here?
Jay Richards this N-word is the polar opposite of being flued out.
Yeah, she knew I was coming.
She knows that you're meeting this person.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that she's 13.
She knew that she.
Well, I mean, the thing is that. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that he ratted out possibly another pedo, male or female. It doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is you got to be laughing at the way that he's throwing a person who's not even there under the bus that didn't even need to be mentioned at all. Glad he did, but it's just funny to me.
He was somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not your girlfriend. You can be real with me, bro.
No, honestly, she knew she was in that age bracket.
What age bracket?
In that bracket of the middle teens.
So she knew she was underage.
Right.
She was okay with it?
She was going to come with me to meet her, so it would be more safe, I guess. But she ended up having to work.
Oh, dang. She had to go to work. Of course, he doesn't have a job, probably. You know, dang it. So basically, yeah, Phoenix, so he is lying. Probably so. Probably so. But he's still throwing somebody under the bus.
Okay.
So hold on. You said that you were coming to meet her and you were gonna bring your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done if your girlfriend was here? I'm confused.
She said she wanted to make sure that I was safe because she didn't know if it was going to be like a catfish or any type of thing like that.
Well, because in the conversation,
yeah, you're right. Jay Richards, they should ask how old the femme pedo is. So I bet she'd be like, yeah, she's my,
Well, from what I remember, you talked about having threesomes with.
Yes.
You're gonna have a threesome with the girl that you came here to meet and your girlfriend. So
was your girlfriend aware of
Welcome kittens in caskets in the house.
those conversations?
Right. Yeah.
She knew about it, everything?
Yes.
So your girlfriend was okay with having sex with a 13-year-old?
She was okay, but I don't know. It was kind of her idea for me to take this meeting and see if this was real or anything because
it was her idea.
Didn't really believe that she was who she said she was.
So it was your girlfriend's idea for you to come here, not yours?
To take this meeting because I had changed my mind.
So your girlfriend sent you out here to meet a minor all by yourself?
She had to work today.
Yeah, but she sent you out here.
She
That's
said,
crazy. Damn.
Really? Like
she didn't send me, but she said, if you want to go, then go.
But you said you changed your mind.
Yes, I changed my mind.
But then you said she sent you. You said first you said you changed your mind, and then she said go, or she sent you, and so you came here.
If you read the text messages, I said that meeting new people kind of gave me anxiety.
Okay.
Right. You can relax.
Yeah, you're good. We're not angry. I'm just trying to understand you. That's all. I'm just trying to understand you.
And if you go back through my history, I don't have any sort of
your history, your criminal history,
my relationship history or sexual history or any of that. All of my people, they are over age. I don't have any.
Man, I mean, look at the story he is telling. You know, look at the story he is telling. You know, man, it's a trip.
Sort of. I have kids myself, so.
Oh, you do?
I have a daughter myself.
With your girlfriend?
My daughter is 2. So I know that I wouldn't want her to get into that sort of situation. So, and I actually, let me show you.
Is that your girlfriend's baby as well?
No.
Okay.
What are you showing me now?
I'm going to show you a picture of my daughter.
Wait, and he has a daughter. That's utterly horrible. He has a daughter and he's still meeting kids. That's great.
This is my baby. She looks just like this. She's not
Don't
twin.
get on camera.
No, I don't. No, she's pretty.
Yeah, man. So, like, when she turns 13, you probably wouldn't want a grown man,
right,
saying you want to fuck, want to have threesome.
And to be honest, even just a grown man coming out just to meet her, give her food, and walk with her, because you know, how would you feel if even just a man wanted to do that with her?
Right.
You have to know that there's ulterior motives.
I'd be suspicious.
Yes.
Honestly.
Suspicious?
I'd be losing my
If
shit.
it was my daughter,
I'd be
bro.
losing my shit.
I mean,
I would.
honestly, like if it was your daughter, what would you be doing right now? Like, say
Probably beating somebody up.
Exactly. Okay, so why are you here right now? Like, are you just? That's why I'm thinking that you might have a problem.
I mean, I do have some here.
What do you mean?
A lot of them.
Well, what do you mean?
Um,
Are you meaning like a disability, or are you meaning like your thoughts?
more like I have some messed up stuff that kind of happened to me earlier on that kind of messed up my ability.
I agree. Jay Richards, you nailed it. Somebody, the way this dude is, he shouldn't even be around a kid.
Like, connect with people and make friends and stuff like that.
When you were a younger kid?
Yeah.
That's all, but yeah, here you are. This is after you said all that pedo stuff.
So
I'm sorry for that.
I
It shouldn't
haven't
have happened to you,
really-
whatever it was. But you are an adult now. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I had a day off of work, so I just like.
Okay, at least he has a job. At least he has a job, I guess. But still, he doesn't. Now I guess he was trying to get some sympathy by talking about his past as being. I assume that it happened to him. But why would he want to? You would think that he would do everything he could to make sure that he didn't pass on the legacy, if you know what I mean.
Why not? I don't really have anything else to do.
Yeah, but you do realize that you're saying that I just had a day off of work. I wasn't busy, so I decided to go meet a 13-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's not so
Exactly.
much worse.
Exactly. I mean, this is just all bad all day. All bad all day. Here we go.
So, like, we're here to try to help you, dude, but we can't fucking help you if you're not to be honest. Like, did you honestly change your mind and the Burger King was as far as it was going to go?
I did.
Like, honestly,
That's such a lie. Come on. There is no. Jay Richards breaks it down once again. I don't believe he's employed. Regular employed people do laundry and catch up on adult friends with adult friends on off days, bars.
I can look you right here.
Then why didn't you tell her that?
And demand. But
you understand why it's hard to believe when I'm reading a message that's saying let's have threesomes. Do you want to fuck? It's hard. You don't understand why that's hard for me to believe, right?
I understand.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, it's really hard to believe. He's being nice. I simply don't believe it. But let's keep it going.
know that you can get in trouble for that, right?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't show up here, you can get in trouble for that, right? Even if you think if you told a cop, "Oh, I changed my mind," right? Like they're still gonna arrest you if the cops showed up or something. Like you knew that risk though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still showed up, man. So that's why I'm like, I'm assuming you have a problem. This is not the first time, or is this the first time you've ever talked to a minor?
It is.
Before? It is.
This is the very first time.
Okay.
It's never happened before.
So what's different now? What made you just the opportunity showed up? Maybe like
Was there something about her?
I don't know. I guess maybe.
Like you can be honest, even if it sounds like we wouldn't want to hear it. I'd rather you be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe the fact that I've struggled so much since I got here to find somebody that was actually willing to come and hang out with me.
I thought you said you had a girlfriend though.
Yes, but she works quite a lot, so I don't have anybody else. My kids don't stay with me currently, so it's just me and the cats. When I'm not at work, it's just TV. And I struggle to make friends with.
Struggle to make friends. I can see why.
With just anyone, is that what you mean? People.
With people in my own age group.
Right.
Especially.
So he struggles to make friends with people of his own age group. So he starts dating young teenagers. I mean, we're talking a 13-year-old girl. She's barely a teen. Wow. Phoenix. He needs to stop talking. No, I love it when they talk. Phoenix, I love it when they talk. The more they talk, the more they just kind of lock it in. You know what I mean? They lock it in. They're going to be like this. You know, metal bars and everything.
Everything like that.
Yeah. And I do understand that, but again, I just don't understand why a 13-year-old girl is your best option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man.
Screwed up, and I
know
take
life sucks.
responsibility.
I know life's hard sometimes, but I don't see any excuse for someone.
You
an adult.
see how this is all so casual, and see how it's like, oh, by the way, and yeah, by the way, I'm, I'm trying to commit a heinous crime. That's what he's saying, and this is how all bad it is. This is how all bad it is. It's just like he feels like he's not doing anything major or anything like that. He's just, welcome to catch a Dusty. Here we go.
Adult meeting a child. There's just, you can't give me an excuse great enough for that.
There is none.
Yeah.
There is
You're right.
none. I screwed up. That's on me.
No, at least you're admitting it, and I appreciate that, because that actually means a lot to admit when you've messed up and you've done something wrong.
I fucked up. Sorry
No,
for the
you're fine.
language.
No, talk over your
And
Man, he don't know how bad he did, though. He don't know how bad he did. Let's keep it going.
I really shouldn't have been here.
I agree. But
You know what's funny, though? I guarantee you not that he would do this again. He would do it again.
that does go a long way.
And about it. Really nothing else I can say about that. It's just
The first thing that should come out of his mouth is, I have to take ownership of this travesty, and I need to be held accountable, and I need to get help. That's what he needs to say.
I fucked up.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a shitty situation, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. At least we were here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you keep saying that your intent changed, but reading those text messages, there was only one intent that I got out of those messages. There was just one.
I understand how that can look at me.
Just to be clear, he was writing some sexually explicit stuff to a 13-year-old and had no problem with it at all.
But also, knowing the risks, I can honestly say there is no way I would have gone through with it knowing all that can happen.
Oh my. So now that he knows that he is either caught or thinks he could be caught, now it's a problem. He didn't have a problem with it when he thought he was going to get away with it, though. Act Natural Under Pressure says this: he's impressing a minor at a Burger King's. Yeah. Jay Rissa says he didn't even bother to try to look nice for his long distance date. Yep. I mean, a 13-year-old, nah, he needs a few drop kicks.
I'm sorry, wait. You wouldn't have gone through it knowing what could happen.
Everything like this, for instance.
You're saying if you knew this was going to happen, you wouldn't have done it.
Anything could have happened. So there was no way that I would have taken a risk, as in, okay, let's say I did go back to that person's house. Who knows what could have been there?
But Demetrius, you're here. You did take that risk. You know what I'm saying? You did. You took a huge risk. You're here. You're sitting right here in front of me. You did. And I get what you're saying is you regret what you did.
Conscious Mind Love breaks it down like this: this is really sad and disgusting. I can't. It is. And Conscious Mind Love, you know what's sad about it, though? What's real sad, this is real common. Most young teens who have kids have them with adult men. Most young teens who have kids have them with adult men.
But it kind of sounds shitty, if I'm being honest, that you regret that you got caught instead of you regret the decision you made because it was wrong and it should have never happened.
I regret the very first conversation, all the way back to the very first time that we talked.
No, he's only saying that because he got caught. Has nothing to do with truly regretting in a moral sense why. He only is regretting it now because he's caught. Jay Richards breaks it down like this. The 13-year-old can do reading, writing, arithmetic better than this. Probably could. Probably can. It's the odds are is you're correct. He's not even smarter than a fifth grader. No, he's not.
Told you her actual age.
Like I should have cut it there.
Yeah, I agree. You absolutely. The second she dropped her age, you should have just blocked her. That
So
would have
why-
been the absolute best.
So why didn't you?
I think I didn't really have anybody else to talk to, so I was just kind of happy to have somebody that I could text.
Right. Well, I mean, I get that, but the problem is, it's
But
like,
it shouldn't have been that way.
yeah, she's 13, and you turned it sexual. Like, if you don't have anyone to talk to, okay, I can understand that. But then you turn it. So why you turning it sexual? That's the main question.
I don't know. Maybe somewhere in my brain I felt like maybe this person wouldn't want to meet me unless there was like an option or an opportunity or something like that. I don't know.
Did you try?
Try to.
Did you say, hey, let's meet up and do this, do that? And did she say, no, I don't want to do any of that?
I did. They're in your messages somewhere.
And she said, no, I don't want to do any of those things that you're offering.
Somewhere in those messages, I think I remember her asking me something about, was I sure that I didn't want to fuck or something like that. They're in there somewhere.
Right. She.
Man.
Yeah, I saw that part. She asked you because she was wondering because that's what you said. So she was just asking.
Yeah,
Because you
if
said
you brought it up, then yeah.
She was
Oh, he brought it up too. Oh.
asking what you said. And she wasn't saying, hey, you want to fuck?
Right.
But even then, dude, like, you're still an adult. Like, there's really not an excuse.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I
Like, it
should've-
really doesn't matter.
Dude, even if she was like, let's fuck, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
Like, there's still no excuse as the adult, you know what I'm saying?
I should have cut it right in the middle. And I didn't. And that I have to take responsibility for that.
I'm natural under pressure. Are we supposed to feel sorry for him because he's lonely?
So you're still saying that you don't have a problem with like thinking about underage kids, minors.
I don't.
You've never thought about a minor in this way ever.
I've never had one before.
So you don't
No,
like
no,
look at
I'm-
CP or anything.
I'm asking if you thought.
Say it again.
You don't look at like child porn.
No.
Well,
I mean, what else would we
Demetrius.
think? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hang on. You did ask her for naked pictures, right?
That is child porn.
Did you or
Oh. Jay Richards breaks it down like this. He's digging a deeper and deeper hole. He's trying to blame a 13-year-old. Bars.
did you not ask her for a naked
I
picture?
honestly don't remember.
Okay. Well, you did.
Okay.
You did at the very beginning. I don't remember if you did again later on. I don't remember, but after you knew her age, you asked for a naked picture, right? So just now she asked you if you look at CP and you looked at her in disgust, but yet you were asking for it because that would be CP, right?
Yeah.
So you would have CP on your shit.
Definitely don't want that.
And to me, that's someone who has a major problem. Anyone who wants to look at that or asks for it or expects it, that's the most heinous thing in my
I promise you, I don't have a problem. I just
Do you
don't
mind if I
make.
look through your gallery?
You can look through it.
Well, I don't want to. Is it? I don't know.
Man.
I don't give a fuck about anything in there other than if you're talking to kids. Like, I don't give anything illegal in here. I don't care. We're not all saints.
Damn.
The only ones that I have are.
This is just crazy. I mean, this is Let me tell you, this is recent. We're going to have to follow up on this because this man is crazy. Don't get me wrong. We ain't wrong. We ain't done yet. Got plenty more. It gets plenty crazier. Here we go.
On my girlfriend. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's nothing illegal as long as she's not underage, you know?
She's 22. I don't have any problems with underage people and all that. I just don't always make the wisest decisions. And this was one of them.
He says that now, but he really doesn't mean it. I guarantee you that the next 12-year-old that walks by him, he's going to activate.
This is a really bad decision, man.
It is.
So, like, I guess, how long were you going to stay out here with her?
Probably just until we got food.
But I thought you said you were going to go on a walk.
And then maybe we talked about a walk in some park somewhere. I don't know what park.
He's still trying. He's still trying to get out of it. Still trying to get out of it. That's just crazy. Let me go back to this clip a little bit. Let me just play a little bit of it. Here we go.
What I'm saying is what we tell our two children.
It comes to a situation and we have to part ways.
You get the fuck out. You can get the fuck out.
Because I'm not the one paying the bills.
No, because you're not taking my kids. See, that's what I mean. But what I'm telling you, what I'm saying is what we tell our two children.
Listen to that.
That's a tough situation.
No, you said relationship would have to end. So what would you tell our two children? You said the relationship would have to end. Your protective instinct says, means I should avoid women like you because often that I looked at her getting out of the shower.
Not something the relationship would end immediately.
Because your daughter said I looked at her getting out of the shower. Kevin touched.
Creepy, creepy, creepy. Back to it. Here we go.
And then were you just going to go home to your girlfriend and let her know how the vibe went, or like?
Well, yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to go back to her house. So I thought maybe.
He's a pathological liar. Just so you know.
I'm out here, eat, go on a walk, just kind of hang out and then call it a day.
But then, like, afterwards, if you did like her, what were you and your girlfriend going to do then? I mean, honestly, because that had to be a thought in your mind. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come all the way out here. And you've been talking to this girl for a long time.
Couple of months, right?
Longer than that.
Last year.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a long time to just say, I just have food, leave, and nothing.
Yeah. I guess I had thought about future hangouts, but I hadn't necessarily thought about exactly.
Damn, he's really trying to think up a good lie.
Like step by step by step by step. Like we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. Just kind of, if we vibe.
Then... Ms. RV throwing his invisible girlfriend under the bus. Bars.
Next time, bring my girl back and we can all hang out, I guess. Or if we don't vibe, we can just not talk.
Phoenix Soul says these people hate themselves and are really just hanging on by a thread.
Well, what is you, your girlfriend, and this 13-year-old, what does it consist of hanging out is what I'm trying to say. Just honestly. Like
movies, bowling. I talked about bowling in there. Just fun stuff that you can do. And then you go home and call it a day.
I mean,
JG Music breaks it down like this. He is trying hard to make his voice sound non-threatening, but he is a whole predator, straight scumbag. Bars. Scary thing is there's more where this came from. Bars. Kidney Hills opened up a can of worms. Bars.
I would believe that, like 100% believe that if it weren't for those text messages.
Yeah, I know.
Because the things that were said with the threesome and having sex and everything,
Yep.
that leads me to believe that if you guys were to meet up with this 13-year-old again, it would be more than just food and movies and hanging out.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it's right, but I would rather you just be honest. Because you
Yep.
know, if you have a problem and you don't want this to ever happen again, and you want to move past this, and you want to be better, you've got to admit that stuff. Because if you don't admit it to yourself, this could happen again. You realize that, right?
No, it couldn't.
I would hope to God not.
Why-
But it's happening
but-
now.
Why couldn't it happen again?
Because now, in this sort of, which honestly, this is a really bad position. This is where you realize, like, hey, this was a really bad decision to make. Like, the smart decision would have been to, like I said earlier, cut it off right at the beginning.
I know so many guys like this who pretend that they learned their lesson, or that they feel like they pretend that they're holding themselves accountable, and then the next thing you know, they're doing the exact same thing.
Instead of going any further.
It would have been, but
That's what I should have done differently.
yeah. I mean, I feel like you're not being honest. Kind of giving me a headache.
No, I feel
bro.
like you're just kind of circling around the actual.
It's honestly kind of giving me a headache.
Do you need Advil for the headache?
I do.
I left it in the car. Sorry. We'll help you.
I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with underage girls. That's what you asked me.
Right.
I do not. This is the
Just
Just this one.
very, very first time.
Okay. Well. So, what do you think that? I mean, what do you think should happen? Do you think that you should just? Do you deserve to go to jail, or do you think that you should? Like, what do you think?
Honestly, I would just like to forget all about it and just, I don't know.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Stand up. Come on.
Oh no!
So, what do you think that? I mean, what do you think should happen? Do you think that you should just? Do you deserve to go to jail, or do you think that you should? Like, what do you think?
Honestly, I would just like to forget all about it and just.
So he wants to just forget it. He was about to just assault somebody, a kid. He wants to forget all about that. He wants to forget all about that. Okay? Just remember, that's what he said.
I don't know.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Stand up. Come on. I'm Deputy Cummins, Bayou County Sheriff's Office, okay? Deputy Taylor.
Sorry, bro.
Can I at least make a phone call?
This is not a skit. This is not a freaking skit, y'all. This is not a skit.
I don't have anything.
What you do now?
Nothing's on his phone again.
Okay, going out this way.
Lock him up. That's so true.
Sorry.
So So he got on the Greyhound for an hour for this. Well, no, he actually didn't go. That's not what he got on the Greyhound, but that's what ended up happening. He actually went on here to do some PEDOing. But this did love this. This is what you call a happy ending, Jay Ridges. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly, JG Music. He wanted them to just let it go so he could sexually assault someone else's, bars daughter. Yep. I'm going to drop the link just in case somebody want to come up.
Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have a right to remain silent, and you say and be used against you in court. You have a right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you questions, and have anyone with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer to understand your rights. That being said, if you wish to answer any questions that may or may not be asked.
Right now it's on videos. Oh, okay.
You'll learn it.
Bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Let me pause right there for a second. Let me show you the king that makes it happen. The guy who makes it happen right here. He's the man who just makes it happen.
Years, your daughter comes home and said, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
Let me go back.
Got a daughter, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say we have 2 kids together.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say you and I were to get married, you got a daughter, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say we have 2 kids together. Mm-hmm. And your child is 5. So 10 years from now, your daughter comes home and said, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
Huh?
That's not something the relationship would end immediately.
Because your daughter said I looked at her getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. So that means I should never listen to it. That means I should avoid women like you, because off the rip, your desire to defend your child blew up.
The audacity of you having to defend your child against a PEDO. Oh my God. I mean, you should just let him have, should let him have his way.
What stuff do you have on him? So, what stuff do you have for him? All your checks and stuff, stuff you can get to us? Yeah, pretty soon. I haven't had to go right now. Okay, so it should be soon. I'm not sure how much it is. Oh, okay. Somebody pretty. We just did enough
Man, oh man. I think that's it. Wait. Let's see what's out.
I didn't do a darn thing.
Let's see if we can have a picture of him driving away. Let's see.
Listen, if you do know this guy and like he does have a girlfriend, listen, he told me, the girl, the decoy, that his girlfriend was down to hang out and all that. But I tried to get him to let me talk to her, but he wouldn't do it. So I never talked to the girlfriend. So I'm thinking either one, he's not really with her anymore or something. He doesn't have a girlfriend. Or two, she does not know the age, or doesn't even know that he's even talking to me or to this girl.
Yeah.
So
that's basically, I mean, that's crazy, and that's basically what's up. So basically, they caught a Dusty to catch a Dusty. Dusty is done. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad we were watched a happy ending, because we don't get enough. We never get enough. So I'm glad this happened. We're definitely going to have To Catch a Dusty number 2, because we need to keep having these happy endings, you know, to make us feel better about how the world is these days. And I think I'm going to finish the day off with, you know, Kevin Samuels defending out there, you know, what seems to be defending, you know, podiatry.
10 years from now, your daughter comes home and said, Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. What happens next?
The relationship will have to end.
Huh?
That's not something the relationship would end immediately.
Because your daughter said I looked at her getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. Kevin touched me, looked at me getting out of the shower. So that means I should never listen to it. That means I should avoid women like you, because off the rip, your desire to defend your child blew up. You got 2.
Okay, listen to the gaslighting.
My kids. And off rip, your protective instinct says,
how dare you? How dare you protect your child? This is DJ Torch. DJ Torch on the 1 and 2. I'm out of here. All right, everybody. I'd like to thank everyone for coming through. JG Music in the house. Jay Rich is in the house. Phoenix Soul in the house. Conscious Mind in the house. Miss RV in the house.
Say what's wrong or right.
Conscious Mind Love in the house.
It's not hard to fool me.
Gins and Caskets in
Cause
the
I'm
house.
addicted to the good life. Yeah. Either way, I follow.
Natural under
No
pressure.
need to say.
Mistress Newbie.
Heading down, babe.
Jay.
I follow.
The M in the
edge
house.
of it all.
Break it down. Break it down.
To the edge of it all. So tell your good
I'd like to
night.
thank everybody.
Cause I'll find no better one.
Another good live stream. Oh, beats.
Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell you good night. Cause I'll find no better